These guys in the credit card industry are an absolute outrage. We're going to deal with them.
Can I say one more thing, Bernie? Bernie's good enough to let me say one more thing, because I want to say this to you from my heart. I go down to Washington and try to talk to these guys about what goes on. I cannot tell you the number of times I have walked into a senator's office or I have walked into a representative's office, and the first words out of the mouth of the person on the other side is, well, what will the banks think about this? What will the credit card companies think about this? Well, you know, the mortgage companies say that we really can't do this. It is so meaningful to have someone whose office you can walk into who says, how does this affect the people who live in my state? How does this affect the American people? That's what Bernie Sanders said the first time I walked into his office, and as a result, I keep walking.
I think at a time when the American people are profoundly disgusted with the crooks on Wall Street and the huge rip-offs that Wall Street is perpetrating against the American people, I think millions of people are feeling better today that at least they're going to have a brilliant and aggressive advocate on their side in terms of Professor Warren. I've known Elizabeth for many, many years. She is smart. She is tough.
Now, shall I refer to you as Elizabeth or Senator Warren? Elizabeth.
Okay. I'm going to call you Larry David.
And everything that Elizabeth and I have talked about, these are not fringe ideas, these are not radical ideas, they're not socialistic ideas. These are the ideas that the American people want. And our job is to educate, to organize, to mobilize, to demand that this Congress finally does the work that the American people want us to do.
That's what Bernie and I are fighting for. We're in this fight all the way. We need you in it too.
And we must return this government to the people. And that's why I wanted to be here with my friend Bernie Sanders. Come on out, Bernie. Come on, Bernie.
Let me thank the people of Massachusetts for sending Elizabeth Warren to the United States Senate. You can tell the quality of a person by the enemies she makes. And to her credit, Elizabeth Warren has made some wonderful enemies. And those folks, the people on Wall Street, the people in the insurance industry, and the people in the pharmaceutical industry, and the people in the fossil fuel industry, they want to make sure that Elizabeth does not come back to the Senate. Our job is to make sure not only that she wins, but that she wins big. That's your job. Let's do it.
We learned today from former Democratic National Committee Chairwoman Donna Brazile that the Clinton campaign, in her view, did rig the presidential nominating process by entering into an agreement to control day-to-day operations at the DNC. The Clinton campaign controlling the party's staffing, strategy, finances, communications, and that agreement was entered into in August 2015, a year before she defeated Senator Bernie Sanders.
Do you think, though, that what we're learning from Donna Brazile's book suggests that the campaign, that what the Democratic National Committee did, meant this election was rigged?
Yeah, I think it was. This is a test for Tom Perez. And either he's going to succeed by bringing Bernie Sanders and Bernie Sanders representatives into this process, and they're going to say it's fair, it works, we all believe it, or he's going to fail. And I very much hope he succeeds. I hope for Democrats everywhere. I hope for Bernie and for all of Bernie's supporters that he's going to succeed.
Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren absolutely crushed tonight. 10 out of 10 for both of them. And obviously, looking at them together, fighting off all the other Republicans on the stage. Yes, I know I said Republicans. It made me think of course, the Dream Team. So tonight we begin to whisper of a dream that they're together. And obviously we don't know what form that would take, but if they're together, they are going to maul the rest of the field, both in the Democratic primaries, and then absolutely obliterate Donald Trump, because they are actually talking about helping the average American worker, not the corporations. Both of them tonight with the courage not only to call out their corrupt colleagues, but also to call out corporate power. And it's been forever that I've been waiting for this moment, and every progressive in the country has been waiting for this moment.